Hey everyone, it's Jason, and embarkation day is such an exciting and busy day. And part of that excitement is walking into your cruise cabin for the first time. These are 7 things that you're going to want to do as soon as you get to your cabin so you start off your cruise the right way. So the first thing that you're going to want to do as soon as you walk in your cruise cabin is make sure everything works. I have a list on my phone. It's kind of comprehensive, but it only takes Lori and I about 5 minutes to go through everything. And the reason why you want to do it as soon as you get in your cabin is there's thousands of other people getting in their cabins. And they may be checking things and they see that things are broken and they're calling guest services. Well, I want to be the first one to call guest services. I don't want to have to wait until 10 o'clock at night or the next day to have things fixed. That's just the way I look at it. So some highlights from my list is go into the bathroom and make sure everything flushes and drains properly. Then I'm going to check my air conditioning. And I'm going to put it on the coldest setting, especially in the Caribbean. And yes, one word of caution here is the air conditioning does not really get as cold as it can until they go underway. And this is what they will tell you. So if you call right away, they're going to say, well, you're going to have to wait until we're underway. So just keep that in mind. But I'm going to put my hand on the vent, make sure it's blowing out cold air. And that's something I keep an eye on really extensively in the first 10 hours of our cruise. And then I go to the balcony door. This is something that we've had more issues with on all our cruises, is the balcony door seems to either be stuck or won't open properly. On a cruise a couple cruises ago, they actually replaced the whole locking mechanism and handle. So it does happen, and you want to check that, especially if you have a balcony. Couple more things, check your safe, and don't put anything in your safe before you check it. Put the code in, make sure it locks, make sure it unlocks before you put your stuff in, and then check your refrigerator. Make sure it's cooling, and I'm also going to be aware if it has a mini bar setup or not, because in a further one, I'm going to tell you what we do with that with our cabin attendant. And the last thing, the second thing that we've had the most issues with, if you have a significant other with long hair and they're going to be using a hairdryer, make sure to check it. I learned this the hard way, and Lori was trying to dry her hair. We were trying to go to dinner, and we had a dead hairdryer. She didn't bring an extra with her, and we waited over an hour to get a hairdryer. We checked them again. We've had the issue happen again, but at 1 o'clock, when it's not a big deal, we got one by 3, and it was great. So make sure to check those things. I'll have the list in the description so you can check off those things because you want to start your cruise off the right way. So the second thing that you're going to want to do is make sure you take that picture and or video for your memories of your cruise cabin. Likely you're not going to see your cabin that clean again, so that is the perfect opportunity to take those pictures and videos for your memories. So the third thing that you're going to want to do, and I know I'm going to get some feedback on this one, is clean and sanitize your cabin. Yep, I bring Clorox wipes and I wipe down the walls, I wipe down high touch areas, I wipe down phones and remotes and door handles. You name it, I'm wiping it down. Now, I know that the cabin attendants do a good job, but they also have a ton of other cabins. And I don't know who was in that cabin the week before. And if they told anyone, hey, they may have had a stomach virus or they may have had the flu. So I'm cleaning all those areas because of that. I think it has helped us stay healthier and sick-free on our cruises. Do you do this or do you not do this? Can't wait to hear from you in the comments. So the fourth thing that you're going to want to do is check for bed bugs. Now what I do is I get a light like this. I love having a little flashlight, or you can use the light on your phone, and you pull back your mattress. And as soon as you pull back your mattress, you shoot that light in there. If you see any movement whatsoever, you have bed bugs, and you need to have that addressed ASAP. Don't open your luggage until you've addressed that. Now, once I know don't have any bed bugs, I'll check the comfort level of my bed. And at that time, you can ask for a bed topper if it's not as soft as you want it to be. Now on Princess and Celebrity, we know their beds are nice and are comfortable for us. Royal Caribbean, ahead of time, I already know I'm not going to like their beds, so we bring a 2-inch memory foam topper. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me about this because I've had this come up in discussions before, and I've said, hey, I leave it. Well, Lori this time said, hey, you know what? I'm not comfortable leaving this. I have a feeling they're throwing these away. Now, we've been told they don't, but we had a feeling they would. So we tried to take it home with us. And I could not believe we actually got it back down to the same size as it came, and we were able to take it home with us so we can use it on another cruise. So I'll have that also a link in the description. So the fifth thing that you're going to want to do, and typically you probably haven't received your luggage as of yet, and we bring these in our carry-on, is the magnetic hooks from Amazon. I'll have a link in the description for them. They're amazing. Absolutely love them because the walls on cruise cabins are metal. So, and the ceiling. So you can hook magnetic hooks to them. Now I like to put them in the bathroom ceiling also because you can hang your wet bathing suit from it. So that makes it really nice. Key cards, hats, you name it. They're so versatile. Get them. You'll absolutely love them. The other thing I'll set up is an outlet extender because no cruise cabins have enough outlet extenders, especially if you like to use any kind of electronics and any kind of over-the-door organizers. If you want to use those, I know a lot of families use them, and we always set up then our sound machine that we use for white noise. So before I get to number 6, I would ask that you please like this video as it does help the channel grow. Also, consider subscribing as we're on the path to 100,000 subscribers by the time we go on our Alaskan cruise at the end of August. If you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate it. So the 6th thing that you're going to want to do is go meet your cabin attendant and introduce yourself. Now understand, it'll probably be a very brief interaction because this is turnover day for them. Disembarkation day, embarkation day. And for cabin attendants, this can be a very long day. So if you have any special requests, this would be the time that you need to let your cabin attendant know. So for us, it's, can we get some wine glasses, some extra towels, and when we were checking our cabin and we saw the fridge, if there was a mini bar set up, we just asked them to remove it. Also, if we brought our bed topper, I'm going to let the cabin attendant know, just so because they're making the bed, they're going to think this is odd. I like to let them know. And I also like to tell them, hey, do not have to touch it. We'll put it on the bed, or we've already put it on the bed ourselves. Now, a lot of them aren't happy about it, but I don't like to create extra work for them. That's just not what I'm there to do. Now, if you need a bed topper, you'd also want to request that at that time. A lot of people also like to give an extra tip at the beginning on top of their daily gratuities. Personally, for me, I like to do it at the end. Some people do it at the beginning and the end. What do you like to do? Let me know in the comments. So the 7th and final thing that I recommend you do is typically by now you've received your luggage. Don't wait to unpack it, especially those items that need to be hung up, because you want to avoid them getting any more wrinkled than they probably already are. Now for us, we fully unpack. I like to have our home away from home set up for the week or so. Now once we're done with that, we worked hard, got everything set up. Before sail away, we like to take a well-deserved nap. What do? Let me know in the comments. If there's something that you'd like to add to this list, feel free to do so in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for the support. And until I talk to you again, happy cruising.